Okay, so this evening we're going to be out having a look for a deer. There's been a few roe deer and that on this farm recently, so we're going to have a look around and see if we can find a buck. I've got the 243 with me, and on there at the moment I have got the element scope. So we're going to take that off because that's the scope we normally use for daytime stuff, but we're not going to get a chance to re-zero, so I'm going to take that off now, and we're going to put the sight mark wraith on there. Dig that out. So this is the sight mark wraith HD scope, which has got daytime colour screen and then black and white night vision screen on it, and then zero it in. And there, we're ready to go. Right. Oh, look at that! Smack bang in the middle on that one. Just a little bit low on the other one, but that's more than good enough for the distance we'll be shooting tonight. So that's zeroed at 100 metres. So yeah, out to a couple of 100 metres, which is more than enough for the sort of ranges we'll be dealing with. Then perfectly good enough. So happy with that. Wind's picked up a little bit now, but we'll wander over to the other side of the farm and have a little look, see if we can find a deer or maybe a fox, see what comes out. So that's a good sign. There's a few tracks along here. These little ones are most likely roe tracks, and there's some there's a few bigger ones here as well, which are more than likely going to be a fallow. Some of them are quite big. They're probably a decent sized fallow bucks come through. But these little ones here that we're following, they're roe. But this is quite a regular sort of route for deer coming up along here. They come out of the wood at the bottom there. You actually see I've got a high seat down in that corner, and they come up through here and then onto the next farm. So it makes a good sort of place to sit and ambush them as they come out of the wood just down there. But we're going to have a look down the other end of the farm there. I've seen one or two roe down there, so I think that's going to be the best chance we'll have. But they've been on all these fields because most of them are maize fields, and they've all been cut now. So there's lots of maize still laying around that the cutters missed and that. So yeah, there's plenty for them to feed on. We've picked this spot. This is quite a good spot here. We've got a stretch of wood just in front, and there's a big wood down over the back there. We've also got some wood over to my right here as well, which I can see over the fence. So it's quite a good place on the farm to stand and look around and see sort of quite a good area. And I'm hoping that we're going to get a roe or a fox come wandering out, or possibly even a fallow buck. I've got 243 with me. I've got 75 grain ammunition in that, which is quite nice and flat shooting. So it shoots very well in this rifle too. So I'm hoping that we'll get lucky and get something. Right, well, it's too late now for deer, so and we don't see any foxes around. I've had a little squeak and that, but we haven't seen it come in. So I think what we'll do is we'll head on to a different farm and have a little look there. Right, so we didn't have any luck on that one, but it's just how it goes sometimes. You don't always, especially with deer, you don't always find one. So we're just going to head on to another bit of ground now. It's only a small bit, it's about 30 odd acres, but gets a few foxes and that on there, and he's had some problems with them taking chickens from the farmhouse. So we're going to have a look there. I haven't been up there for quite a while. He hasn't had any problems for a while, but he phoned me the other day, so we're going to go up and have a look, see if we can do something about that. And typically there's quite a lot of deer up around there, so we probably should have gone there instead. But maybe another time. Maybe we'll have that for another episode. Right, so this first field, I think what we'll do is we'll walk down the side here. I've got a high seat just on the edge of this field, so I'll get up in that, I'll put the cooler out in the field first and just see if we can pull something out of the woods down the bottom there. I'll try that first. Well, one down, just come straight into the corner from the side there, and just stood in the corner of the field, just looking round, so boom, one down. That's quite a small fox there. Little vixen. So, that's good. I won't turn it over. It's 243 is giving it quite a tickle. So it's not pretty, but that's good. Well, this field's usually quite good for foxes, so I think what we'll do is we'll just stand over by the trees here and have a little squeak. The idea we're going to stand over by the trees is purely because if you're up against that, it makes it harder for them to see you because there's no silhouette, whereas if you're in the middle of the field you stand out a lot more. So we're going to tuck ourselves up against the cover and just have a little squeak and just see if anything comes in. It's quite a still night this evening as well. There's no breeze or anything, so it needs to be like really quiet. Otherwise, any slight sort of noise in that walking about, even just the click of a safety catch, you know, they don't miss anything, they hear everything. So yeah, it just needs to be really, really quiet. Right, so we're up against a bit of cover at the moment, and One thing I need to be a little bit aware of is low branches and that hanging from the cover, because if you get a fox comes out and you flick that IR on, it will bounce straight back off the cover and you won't be able to see anything past it. So I need to make sure we've got a good clear line of sight on that when we set up. The other thing a lot of people seem to want to try and do is to kind of look for stuff through the night scope. If you've got a thermal, use the thermal to spot. I've been out with people before that aren't used to foxing, because you've got to be quick as soon as they come out, especially if they're coming into a call. You need to be quick, so it's no point if you spot a fox and you know it's over there, you've got to get straight onto your rifle and onto it. There's no point kind of faffing around, playing around, and you know, oh, the fox is over there, and then you kind of faffing about getting everything in focus. It takes too long. You've literally just got to get straight on it. So check with your thermal. There it is. Get on the rifle, flick everything on. Yeah, still there. Over to the rifle, bang, shoot it. Foxes don't give you a lot of time, so you need to be quick. Right, we'll have a little squeak. So I've got everything set up, ready to go. All I'll do is I'll just flick the IR. If I see something, I'll stop calling, IR on, safety off, shoot. Okay, so we've had a bit of a call there. We haven't managed to put anything in, but it just gives you a bit of an idea of what we'd typically do. If you use a cooler, something like a Fox Pro or something like that, then I'd literally do the exact same thing, but I'd put the cooler out maybe 60, 70 yards in front, in the middle of the field, away from any cover. Fire the cooler up, just keep scanning with the thermal, and the moment you see something come out, mute the cooler, and then get ready on the rifle. And 9 times out of 10 that fox will just continue on its path, because as soon as they hear that sound, they're already locked on, they know exactly where it is. So yeah, that fox will probably just continue out into the field. So if you leave it too late and the fox finds a cooler, then the odds are it's just gonna, as soon as it sees, it's gonna bolt and leg it. It's not always the case. Sometimes they'll stand and just sniff it, like not knowing what it is, but normally they'll leg it. So yeah, they're not stupid. Got a couple of deer down there. Just stood watching us. Looks like probably a doe and a youngster by the looks of it. And they are about 80 metres. That's typical. Why couldn't that have been earlier? Why it got dark? There we go, got one here. Mountain won't come to Mohammed. But go on, walk up. I wasn't sure if I got that then because there was no impact from that at all. Just literally just the shot and then there was no sound of impact, which was really strange. But I could see, I just sort of saw it like flick in the grass. So I'm pretty sure he's down. Yeah, I can see he's down there. Let's go and have a look, see what it was. Yeah. That's a vixen as well. Oh yeah. Perfectly through the chest. I'm surprised that didn't make any sound when that hit, because that's hit, I smashed all the shoulder and that's had all, it's all bone. For some reason we just didn't hear the impact. Another one. The farmer will be pleased. They're a bit of a problem here with these foxes, because there's a couple of houses just up the top there, literally no more than about 200 yards from where we are now. And they keep a few chickens there, and they just keep losing chickens, keep buying more chickens, they keep losing chickens. It doesn't seem to matter what they do. These little buggers get up the top there and get into their run quite regularly. So that one won't. So we had that one, again using the 243, it's a Weatherby rifle, it's a nice rifle, got form stock on it, and the more I use it, the more I like this rifle. Having that raised cheek piece like that is brilliant for night vision. It just means, because quite often, because a lot of night vision has a bigger objective lens, it means that the whole scope sits that bit higher. So being able to raise that cheek piece really easily and adjust it, so no matter what scope you're using, you can adjust that. But yeah, having that extra height on there just means you get a good cheek weld and you can still see straight down through the scope. And the scope we're using is good old Wraith HD, one of my favourite scopes, probably my favourite scope actually that's on the market at the moment as far as night vision goes. I really like them, and I think they're really good value for money as well for what they are. On top there we've got PBIR infrared illuminator, that's the laser, and that with that makes a brilliant combination. And of course, as always, shooting off the Recon tripod. So yeah, really nice little combination, this rifle and scope. Oh, he's still mousing around here. He's just mousing around, so what we do is we go up to the top of this field and there's a bit of a gateway we can go through. So it shouldn't make too much noise, so we cut through there and then try and walk down the field a little bit. one, just give him a little, and just trotted straight in. I think I could have called him right up to our feet, man. Brilliant. Oh, let's go and have a quick look at that one then. That's a big dog fox, that one. It's quite a nice fox. Lovely brush on him. Nice white tip. Yeah, that's a nice animal, that. Yeah. Well, that's a good one to round the evening off with. Good. I'll take him up to the farm with the others and leave him out for the farmer. Brilliant.